Koenji? Oh, I'm so glad to see him. Hi everyone, my name is Mimi and welcome to my channel. And today I'm going to be reacting to Classroom of the Elite Season 3 Episode 10, The First Cause of Absurd Conclusions as I ascribe to the Want of Method. The first cause of absurd conclusions I ascribe to the want of method. What does that mean? Oh. Last episode, Class C and Class A are going to be facing each other in this next upcoming test. And Ayanokoji and Sakayanagi are going to be facing each other as well. Ayanokoji is the captain of Class C. He wanted to be the captain. And then I'm assuming the Class A's captain is going to be Sakayanagi. There's going to be chess match between them two. And yeah, they're gonna try to resolve their duel or whatever the situation before the new chairman is actually becomes the chairman. And yeah, Class B is gonna be facing Class D. And there's tension in the class, and Hirata's been Hirata. So yeah, that's what happened last episode. And before we get into this one, if you guys like my reaction, please give it a thumbs up, please subscribe, and please consider supporting me on Patreon at patreon.com/fairlymini. And now let's start this episode, and here we go.
Okay guys, in case the reaction gets blocked and I had to cut out the reaction itself, you can just look in the pinned comments in the comment section where for the link to the reaction highlight itself, so you can just click on it, watch it, and then you just come back for my review.
僕は大切な友達を守るためにクラスを守る。これは本当の僕じゃない。中学時代のあの事件で僕は失敗した。そして僕がたどり着いた一つの答え。それはやっぱり僕はまた同じ失敗をしたんだ。
お待たせ。
I don't know what mistake it was before, so I don't know.
それで
A クラスから情報を手に入れる方法を思いついた。A クラスの葛城を俺たちの仲間に引き入れる。
Since they eliminated his
っていたヤヒコが坂柳に退学させられたことを恨んでいるんじゃないか。
でも坂柳さんに一泡吹かせるためだけにクラスを裏切ると思うの？
He seemed like some kind of principal person.
俺たちが A クラスに上がったら葛城にクラス移動の権利を提供する。
それには2000万ポイントが必要よ。情報戦をすることに否定的なわけじゃない。でもその作戦はダメよ。もし新しいアイデアが浮かんだらまた相談して。
清高、協力してくれないか。この後葛城と会う約束を取り付けてるんだ。いつか A クラスに上がった時、葛城のクラス移動のために。
不要だ。
Yeah.
お前たちに2000万ポイントを用意することはできないだろう。高柳が誰にも明かしていない正式な5種目について勝手な予想でよければ教えて。強いて言うなら坂柳の敗北だけだ。チェス、英語、数学、点で現代文化、フラッシュ暗算。
I said mental math last episode.
手を抜いてやっと互角に戦えるくらいだろう。俺が協力できるのはフラッシュ暗算か。 A クラスでフラッシュ暗算を得意としているのは俺ともう一人ぐらいだからな。
I'm thinking of somebody.
早速堀北に伝えよう。いや、勝手に動いたことを知ったら怒るだろう。話すタイミングは俺に任せてほしい。
Who's calling you?
なんだ。
よかったら今から来てくれないかしら。それよりご飯食べたわよね。
Okay. What do you want?
入らせてもらっていいかしら。
今日はとりあえずごちそうさまと言っておくが、もうこの手はやめてくれ。
今回の試験で C クラスにとって最善だと思われるプランを考えた。あなたに私の評価をしてもらいたいの。
が、一つだけ注文をつけてもいいか。
何かしら。
A クラスが選んだチェスの種目は お前にやってもらいたい。
私に？どうして？
俺が教えるのに適任だと思ったからだ。
分かったわ。
合わない相手じゃないと思っている。このデータを見てそう思った。これからもお前に任せる。
Keep leaving it to you. Is what?
のことはやってくれるの？答えてもらえないわけね。
私たちには平田君の力が必要なの。だから。
もう僕のことは放っておいてくれないかな。
放っておけないよ。
いいよね。以上付きまとうなら。
おやおや。
Koenji?
しているようだね。
How much so glad to see him.
うるさいんだよ。僕の事情も知らないで。
知らないし、興味もないさ。しかし、早く平田ボーイのことは忘れた方がいい。これはもうダメさ。向かってくる相手には容赦しないよ。
I don't mind you manhandling him right now. Like, I don't. He's been. I don't want to use the word, but like.
いらないと言うなら、私がいただくとしようか。
終わらせてください。
そうはいかないね。兄、心配はいらないさ。私はこう見えてもとてもジェントルなのさ。もらい受けたからね。まだ私に不満があるのかな。少なくとも私は好意を向けてくれるガールをないがしろにしたりは。
Is he doing all of this by his own volition, or did Kiyotaka do something? Is this your doing? Did you ask him to interfere?
平田。次から次に、どうして僕に構うのかな。それで、話は何かな。平田の話を聞かせてほしい。知りたいのは、そんな平田の価値観を形成した出来事の話だ。話すさ。
Good is that you have told
君
me.
の目には、怖いくらいに深い闇が広がって。
Yeah. Well,
僕はその友達を助けたかった。
you made it worse.
けど、自分がいじめのターゲットになることが怖くて、
Okay.
僕の友達は飛び降り自殺をした。
Tried to jump or jumped? There's a difference. If he tried and he didn't succeed, why is he in the hospital?
彼は今も回復することなく、眠り続く行為をさせてしまったんだ。
How? Because you didn't do
それは
anything?
平田だけのせいじゃない。だけど、傍観者もまた同罪だよ。
That's true.
新しいいじめのターゲットがクラスメートから出たんだ。
You? Okay. Or somebody else.
それまでいじめに加担していなかったクラスメートたちまでがいじめを始めたんだ。僕は絶対に止めなきゃって思った。だから恐怖で支配しようとしたんだ。平田がか。
You became a bully?
僕だけが上に立ち、残りの生徒全員を最下位にする。仕事が起これば両方に同じ制裁と苦痛を与えた。生徒たちから笑顔が消えて、ただただ無機質なロボットのような生活を送った。結果、山内くんを守ることができなかった。山内が退学になったのは堀北のせいでもなければ、もちろん俺の責任でもない。そのことは分かってるか。なかったんだ。それは違うな。山内が退学したのは平田、お前の責任だ。だけど僕は精一杯。でもどうしようもなかったんだよ。 B クラスの一ノ瀬は誰一人犠牲を出す。
That is true.
大量のプライベートポイントがあったからできたことなんだ。なら お前がそう導いてこれなかったことに問題がある。それは理不尽だよ。全員を助けるなんて幻想は本来胸の内にだけしまっておくことだ。できもしないことを体現して語るだけの薄っぺらい無能な生徒。それが平田陽介、お前なんだ。それが君の本性なのかな。恐ろしく容赦ない冷たい言葉だ。だが全員を助けたいならせめて最後まで戦って、そして限界まであがく以外に方法はない。残酷な話だね。今立ち止まってしまえば周りの生徒が次々と脱落していく。僕だけが一人我慢して前を歩き続けなきゃ。
You have other classmates with you. Why are you the only one who, like, being burdened?
お前が頼りたいと思った相手に弱音を吐けばいい。前や後ろなんてものは関係ない。今のお前なら前を歩いても大丈夫だ。ありがとう。ありがとう、
Ayanokoji is the best therapist, man. He'll break you down and build you back up. That should do it. Oh my goodness. He's gonna apologize.
おはよう。昨日はごめん。僕はみーちゃんにとてもひどいことをした。みんなもおはよう。平田くん、それからごめん。今さら謝っても遅いかもしれないけど。どうなってんだよ。
待ってたよ。何があったの。
Therapy session.
大投票の件、自分が間違っていたとは思わない。
そう。
でも君のやったこともまた間違いじゃなかった。
考え方が変わったようね。
失った信用を取り戻すために全力を尽くすよ。
Look at him with the background. Oh no. Ay, ay, ay.
チェックメイト。
まだまだね。でもほとんど勝てなかったけれど。
誰だろうと手を抜いている俺より強い相手はいない。
随分と自信家なのね。
I don't know how to play that, so I'm not even gonna try. Hey, are we here? Oh, is that? The heck? Did you just change the outro? I don't remember. Because something tells me there's an after credit. I just saw Hirata crying, and I'm like, oh wait, have I been missing things? But I'm not seeing anybody else.
金田くん、遅いね。
Ryuin? Oh, he's the captain?
どうしてここに。
何を動揺してる。
なるほど。
司令塔が欠席なら当然別の誰かが代理として参加するしかない。そうだろ。
どうやらあちらの対決も面白くなりそうですね。さて、
The heck? What the heck? Wait, but didn't Ayanokoji said in the previous episode that all of the captain were people that had protection points? He said that, right? I believe he said that previously. But then right now seems like Ryuan is now the captain, and then he's saying that if the captain is not here, someone should be feeling for him or her or something or other. Why is the previously chosen captain not here? And why is he here? What the heck? And they said the captain's meeting room. And then all the classes that are facing each other went like in different rooms. Is it just the captains that are there, or are the students gonna be there? Like, what room are they going into? What are they about to do? Like, inquiry minds want to know. Right. Like I said, Ayanokoji is the best therapist in this show. Even though I didn't particularly like the way he helped Karuizawa, she is also free from her bonds. And then this episode, Hirata is free from his. And it's like he started with this episode being the that gloomy person that he is, and I'm like, ugh. And then Michan went after him again, pushed her away, she fell. And then Koenji showed up. I'm like, whoop. When he showed up, and then I remembered Ayanokoji's last words were, now all that's left is. So I'm like, okay, all that's left is what? And then this situation with Hirata and then Koenji showing up, and I'm like, okay, so did he have some kind of secret talk with Koenji that I haven't seen, and he sent him after um Hirata and all of that to try to get him out of his whatever. That's what I thought at first. But now somehow I don't think so. Koenji is not someone that's easily manipulated or led to do what the other person wants. He does what he wants. So somehow I don't think that's what that was. I think he came upon that situation and dealt with Hirata the way he wanted to deal with him. And then Ayanokoji saw it happening, and that's when he approached Hirata. And then they had that whole discussion, and he wanted to know exactly what happened that's making him like this, like what happened in middle school. And he talked about how when he was in middle school, his friend was being bullied and he wanted to stop it, but he didn't because he didn't want to become the new person that they started bullying. And then he said that the friend tried to jump. And I'm like, if the person tried to jump, that means they stopped him from jumping. But the person actually jumped. But he didn't die. He's in a coma right now and he hasn't woken up. So it's like English. He didn't try to jump, he jumped. And he's in the hospital in a coma. And he didn't do anything. And he felt guilty about that. And he was assuming with this having happened, you know, if you are a normal human being that feels compassion or whatever, or that has a sense of conscience, if the person you're bullying try to kill themselves, that may shock you out of what you're doing, and you're gonna be realizing, okay, he actually tried to kill himself. I don't want someone to die because of me, and then change your ways. But that's not what happened in their class. They started bullying the next person that was weaker, I guess. And it wasn't just the previous bullies, others also joined in, and he was fed up with it, and then he used violence to make everyone submit to him. And because of that, no one he said that everyone was acting like a robot or whatever. And he felt like he destroyed his class with his violence, I guess. So when he came to the school, he didn't want to do that anymore. And that's why he was being all nice and lovey-dovey and all those things in the beginning. But then when the Yamauchi situation came in, he let that violent tendency that he had been holding back and let it through, let it show. And ever since then, he's been in, yeah, that mode and whatnot. And Ayanokoji just basically told him that Yamauchi being expelled is his fault. And he's like, what? Even me, I was like, huh? And then his explanation made sense. Because he's like, if you really wanted to keep Yamauchi there, you would have found a way. He's like, there was no other way. And that's when he brought up Ichinose in her class. She didn't let anyone leave. She found a way to gather those 20 million points in order to stop anyone from leaving. So Hirata technically could have been able to do that. And she's like, no, that would be impossible. I wouldn't, like, there's no way he could gather 20 million points in the amount of time that they had, or something or other like that. And I know because she told him, so this is the kind of person that you are, someone that's like speaks beautifully about accomplishing impossible goals and all of that. And he just he broke Hirata down and he built him back up, and then he started crying. And then the next day, when Hirata showed up at school, he apologized to Mi-chan, and then he apologized to the whole class, and then he went to um Horikita and apologized to her as well. And now he's gonna be back to being his kinder self, I guess, and participate properly in this special exam. So, yeah, like I said, Ayanokoji, great therapist. When he sees someone acting a certain kind of way, he wants to know what's the root cause of it. And once he finds that root cause, then he finds a way to get you out of your funk or whatever it is that you're going through. And he did that with Hirata. So, yeah, I guess he's back to normal. Yukimura wanted to talk to Horikita, and Horikita brought Ayanokoji, and he wanted to tell her about a plan that he had about gathering information from Class A, and his plan was to get Katsuragi on their side by offering him 20 million points. No, he wanted Katsuragi to give them information about Class A, about the upcoming exam, and then in return, they're gonna basically get him to join their class or something or other, and the only way they can do that is with 20 million points. And Horikita's like, that's not gonna work. So unless you have any other idea, I'm leaving. Well, she said, I'm leaving. If you have any other idea, call me. And when she left, Yukimura asked Ayanokoji to accompany him to talk to Katsuragi, I guess, because they already have an appointment. And they show up. He tells Katsuragi his plan. Katsuragi is like, no, I'm not going to do that. First of all, because you're not going to be able to gather those 20 million points. That's not happening. And he's like, he's going to give them info. He doesn't know exactly because Sakayagi is keeping the test that they are actually serious about to herself. But knowing her and knowing the class, he made some educated guesses as to which subject Sakayanagi would be considering serious, would be taking as serious, and which not. And he told them that, and chess is one of them, and mental math. Last episode, oh, was it last episode? Yeah, last episode, when they showed all those subjects that they had, Class A presented, and I was looking through, I'm like, I felt like mental math was gonna be one of them. And yes, that was one of the ones that he talked about. And he said that in their class, two of them, there are two students that are great at mental math. One of them is him, and the other one is another person. And I was thinking maybe that other person would be Takayanagi's second in command, like the yellow hair dude. What was his name again? Hashim no, is it Hashimoto? I feel like it's Hashimoto. I thought about him, but then I'm like, if Sakayanagi doesn't want to rely on Katsuragi for anything, in case he tries to undermine her and the test and everything, if Hashimoto was among the people that had mental math, it would be easy on her to just like disregard Katsuragi for that subject. So I don't think it's Hashimoto. It's probably somebody else in the class. So he tells them, in case, in case, um, Kasura no Sakayanagi chooses him for mental math, then he can help our class that way. I guess by sabotaging his calculations, I guess, and making it easier on class D. Maybe, I don't know. And he said that the reason why he's helping them right now is because he wants Sakayanagi's defeat. That's what he wants. So that's why he's telling them this. So yeah, he left. So they know some of the subjects, the most probable subjects that are going to be on Class A side. And chess being one of them. Horikita called Ayanokoji to her place. She made food and then went to the subject. I believe she did that previously in the previous season, where if she wants something from Ayanokoji, she does something for him first and then goes to it. So it's like some kind of reciprocal kind of thing. I fed you, so you're gonna do this for me. That kind of situation. So she did the same thing here. And Ayanokoji's like, you don't have to keep doing this. But she didn't get it. So after they were done eating, she presented him with this plan that she came up with, and she wanted Ayanokoji's opinion on it. And he said, "Okay, like it all looks good. I don't have anything else to say about it. I just want one thing." And she's like, "Okay, what do you want?" Chess. I want you to learn chess. Basically, I'm gonna teach you. And she's like, "Okay, how are we gonna do this?" And he's like, "I'm gonna teach you online. We're gonna be facing each other online so that no one can know that I'm actually teaching you this. Since chess is gonna be part of the exam, and Sakayanagi is gonna be using chess as well as a way to defeat Ayanokoji. So I'm guessing each of them, Ayanokoji is gonna be teaching Horikita, and Sakayanagi is going to be teaching somebody else also on her team, and both of those people are going to be facing each other during the exam, and whoever wins is the better mastermind, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, I wonder who Sakayanagi is going to be teaching, because neither Ayanokoji or Sakayanagi are going to be participating in this exam, in these tests. They are not going to be part of it. They are just captains, but they are not going to be part of the test itself. So that's why he's teaching Horikita. Now the thing is, will she be able to learn? Well, and Okoye did say that she's learning fast, but is he going to be at a level that's high enough that when she's facing whoever's going to be on Sakayanagi's side, is she going to be more advanced in the chess game than that person? I don't know. What else happened this episode? I don't think there's anything else. I'm looking forward to this test and seeing who's gonna win. Well, on who Ayanokoji is gonna win, but like I don't know how it's all gonna play out and who's gonna win on Ryuan and Ichinose side. I feel like I said previously, I don't think Ryuan is going anywhere, and he doesn't have the protection point. Can someone use their protection point on another person? I'm guessing no. So if that's the case, and he's gonna be left by himself, Class B is gonna be the one to lose since Ichinose is gonna be she has her protective point. So if she loses, she's not going anywhere. And Ryuan is not gonna go anywhere either. So yeah, that's my prediction when it comes to Class B and Class C. Class B is gonna lose. And when it comes to Class C and Class A, I don't know, I'm about to say Class C is gonna win, but it may be that I'm about to say it may be that Class C is gonna lose, but in the biggest scheme of things, like in the fight itself between Ayanokoji and Sakayanagi, Ayanokoji is gonna be the winner of that one, you know. But I don't know, if they're basing it on whether the whole class loses or the whole class wins, then Ayanokoji's class is gonna win, so class D will win. But if it's like, yes, the classes may lose, but our duel itself, there's some I don't know something else. I don't know. We'll see. But either way, um, both of them aren't going anywhere. Both Sakayanagi and Ayanokoji are not going anywhere. Both of them clearly have protection points, protective points, whatever. So even if they were to be like their classes were to lose, they're not going anywhere. But then again, the deal that they had made was, if I remember correctly, is that if Sakayanagi loses, she's gonna voluntarily leave the school or something. Or were they like that? I forgot. However it was. But we'll see. We'll see who's gonna win. Thank you guys for watching, and if you like this reaction, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And if you want to see my reaction to episode 11, the link is gonna be in the pinned comment, so you can just click on it and you can watch it right now. And you can also catch up with all my previous classroom of the elite reactions. There's a playlist in the comment as well. So thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.